So our project is called the Universal Device Gateway, and it's a prototype, so work in progress, patent pending. But the idea is to take data from different sources and combine those data in a human-readable, user-friendly way. So here we can see one sensor in the Ammersee, which is a lake in Berlin, that shows the water levels, which were taken from the from Frost API, which is based on SensorThings itself, right? And it includes data from Wasser portal. Yeah. So in this specific case, we have a latest observation time and water level, and also we have a nice chart here with some historical data, and here I'm including all the data that is available in the API. This is just one example of data. Then, if we just 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we zoom out, because I needed to zoom in, you will see that we have different layers of data, and we have all the sensors that are in Frost API, including air quality sensors, then some of the sensors that we added in our office, like proximity, whatever you want. You can add any type of sensor in there, and it will provide you with the data that the sensor is sending to Frost API, as well as, so this is pretty interesting, we have population data from Eurostat from 2023, and for this we're using APIs provided by PSNC, because with their APIs we are able to take the NUTS file, which is a administrative division file, take the ID of the administrative division and correlate it with the population provided from PSNC. And then we can draw nice polygons on the map as well, which are color-coded according to population. Now, we went even further and we added another level. Well, first of all, you can also see that we are also able to provide different tile layers for the map. It's going to take a bit of time because I'm connected, VPN, but right now I'm showing the Sentinel-2 satellite imagery, but I can switch to OpenStreetMaps. Yeah, this is taking a pretty long time. We'll let it load. In any case, meanwhile, I will show you another part. Yes, there we go. So I will show you another part, which is data processing ID, which let's say alleviates a little bit concerns about the privacy. So any data provider or data processor, data controller, joint controller can apply for data processing ID, where they describe what's the data about, how it is processed, if there is any cross-border transfer, automated decision involved, etc., and also type of data, whether it's public, private, sensitive, or private anonymized. We have 4 categories for that. So if we go to more details about the data privacy, so let's go to IoT Lab research infrastructure. Here's that's really interesting. That's not from my side, because on my side it's showing this. Yeah, there. Okay. All right, so you can see here the data type. So here there is no personal data here. It's locally processed, description and purpose of the data processing, etc. And this is the most important and most interesting part, in my opinion. You also get a DPID mapping, in a sense of, so in this case, for instance, IoT Lab is taking the data from all these data processors, right? and then sending it to Manda International. And this way, if you're, for instance, municipality of any of the cities and you have cameras installed around the city, you can show your residents whether this data is going to police, for example, afterwards, after it's been processed on your premises. Or in case of Swiss Confederation, I don't know why, but they decided to store all the, I don't know, maybe they changed the decision, but the last I heard, the public tender was won by Google to store the private data of the citizens. And yes, they have data centers in Switzerland, but they have backups outside of Switzerland. I mean, we have local cloud providers which are pretty strong as well. So I don't know what happened there.
Guess what?
Yeah, in Georgia, we're storing all the data on our own servers, not even on cloud provider servers. But, you know, so that would be a huge concern. But this, for instance, would allow them at least to show where the data is going, that it's going to Google and then it's going, I don't know, to FBI or CIA or whoever. So, yeah, this is the idea. Maybe this answers the question about what to do with and how to overlay data from other sources. This would be a good example, because the initial idea that went into this map was the same idea that SensorThings API has. They want, if I'm not mistaken, there's another project within AD4GD that is trying to ascertain if it's feasible to use satellite imagery to assess the air quality.
Yes.
And that's why they have all these air quality sensors in SensorThings API. So this would be like a more integrated solution for more data. And it is modular, which means that for any data source, we can either provide you with module specifications that you have to respect, or we can provide you with a module. And then we just use that module to grab your data. Obviously, this is a prototype. There will be access control. Right now, any registered user can access all the data because it's just test the public data that we show. But then, yeah, there is a navigator which also allows to filter some things, and yeah,